the groove here.
Well, perfect. You're our #1 commentator here then.
And you're on site. How's everything been going there at the event?
It's been really good. The venue's beautiful. There's a lot of teams here. It's good. The ice is good. I watched the junior girls game, the draw before this game, and it was running 15-5 in some spots. So ice is great. Lots of curl. Should be a good game tonight.
I think you're there, Nick. Take a look.
Yeah, we have both of these teams have lots of experience. I was looking, and the Manitoba team, they finished 3rd at this event last year. So I imagine they're looking to move their way up the podium this week potentially, and they're off to a 1-0 start. So they've been doing good so far, and it's game number 2. Alberta, they were at U-18s and finished in the top 4, so another team with some experience at national events. So I think we'll see a good battle between these teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of experience on this sheet of ice right now.
10-5. Nice throw. Shot.
And as usual, wide open end here, just hitting back and forth. First end, these games are 10 ends at the U-20 juniors, so typically we'll see the first end played pretty simple.
Yeah, and I was checking, and some of the games are at the curling club, right? And both of these teams haven't played on the arena yet, so potentially you want to get a little bit more used to it too, so probably play it a little simple to get a good feel for this surface. It's not always easy to change back and forth.
Definitely not. The curling club is similar speed, but it's just a bit straighter from what I've seen. So it shouldn't be too hard to adjust, but definitely when you're sliding on arena ice, it's definitely a different feel under your slider foot.
Well, curl. 10. Curl. 10. Gotta go. On 5.
I've only watched the junior girls. My daughter's here curling with Team MB2, so I haven't seen any of the junior boys play yet. So this is nice to see some new faces out here.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch the men's games either yet. Did watch the women earlier, and yeah, I'll be hopefully get to watch quite a bit of it this week. Some incredible teams. The level of play in the junior ranks has gone up so much in the last couple of years. It's not always just like we see here, all hits. Like the strategy has improved so much, and it's really impressive. Some of the teams.
Yeah, a lot of these teams now play up in the men's and ladies events as well, just to get some extra games and experience in. And even at the Alberta provincial ladies this year, we saw a few junior teams there. So definitely our juniors are getting better in Canada.
Really gotta go. Hard, Jackson, hard. Hard.
Yeah, here in Nova Scotia, Team McIsaac, who is here as Team Nova Scotia #2, they finished 3rd in our men's tankard, and now they're here. So
that's amazing.
They're a pretty amazing team.
Yeah. We just had an open miss here from Team Alberta too, so a little bit more curl maybe in the middle. Caught them off guard, or it might have been a little bit tight.
Yeah, opportunity now for Manitoba to split the house. Get the pressure on. Alberta does have hammers, so they'll be potentially forced, but this rock looks a little hot.
Well, as we all know, Christina, it's always usually faster to the sides on arena ice. That was a good example of that.
Quicker to the wings.
Always. So another miss there, yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Control.
The blank is back on.
Yeah.
Whoa. Little big 10. Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Jackson Hebert, his first rock of the game. no problem there. Nice nose hit.
Okay, good sweep, Parker. Normal. Wait. Whoa. Whoa. Curl a bit. Curl. 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 Right up. Good. Good. Yeah, really good. I like it. Yeah. Fine. Control. Yep. Little big. Yep. Normal. Clean. Clean.
Back to trading hits here.
Oh. Clean. Shot.
How many sheets are in play at this? 4 in the arena and
Yeah, there's 8
at the
sheets.
curling club as well?
Yeah, so 4 sheets at the arena, 4 sheets at the club.
Sorry, Bill.
And then one team, there's always, this pools play together, and then there's always one team with a bye.
And if you do want, if anyone wants to follow any of the scores, you can check out curling.ca/scoreboard and see the scores of those other games.
You're making me so happy right now, Christina. Thank you.
See, you're good, Christina, our number one, our lead commentator.
I've watched enough of these, and I was like, I'm confident on this website. I go there all the time.
Okay, you got this. Yeah.
Good
I'll
one.
get
I spent all last week watching the mixed doubles. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Curling.
It was really exciting curling last week.
I love the juniors. They always have such great fan support out on the ice. All the noise, and you can hear
Oh yes.
all the cheers.
The parents are intense. There's both sides. Their bleachers are full of parents and lots of flags and noisemakers, and it's really exciting for the parents to watch their kids out on the ice at an event like this.
And it just makes it so fun for the players to have that, have the cheering, and just get used to having a crowd.
Yeah, for sure.
Watching them. How are you finding it watching?
Oh, it's hard
Are
to
you
watch.
nervous?
It's so hard
Yeah.
to watch. I'm just a parent. I'm not, obviously I'm not playing, but I'm not coaching either. So it's hard to sit on the side. You just have no control, and you just hope for the best for your kid and their team, and you just hope they play well, and
Okay, you got this.
things can go really well. Curling is a tough sport. Things can go well, things can go bad. You can have one bad end, and so it's tough to watch, but you know what? It's really, every single team here, it's a great experience for them to be here, no matter where you're from.
So last rock coming up here in the first end. Going for the blank.
Clean.
Just clean. Sounds like it's good. And
Nice throw.
success.
Nice throw.
So blank end.
Hey.
So Alberta will keep hammer going into the second end.
Nice throw.
When I think New Holland, the first word that would come to my mind, I would think success. I think without it, for me, the success isn't there.
Whenever you deal with somebody so long and they take care of you, you remember that.
New Holland builds products that will continue to evolve and make the farmer more efficient, that can produce food for the world.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders. Plus, behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
A blank on the board for Team Alberta means we are knotted at 0 in our feature matchup here at the 2025 New Holland Canadian Under-20 Curling Championships. Live from Summerside, PEI. Two very special guests in the broadcast booth this evening, Christina Black out of Nova Scotia and Carrie Galusha out of the Northwest Territories. Thank you both so much for joining us, and continue your craft. You guys are doing excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. So we have some rocks in play already starting the second end. Manitoba put up a center guard. It just went off the center. It's over curled a bit. So, and then Alberta was just a little bit heavy back four, and it's pretty much wide open.
So we'll see the chase here.
Good hack. Close.
From Manitoba.
Just up. Curl hard. It's real good. Clean, straight. Hard, Nick. Hard. Whoa. How about Luke? Sweet.
It's a great shot. Nice control
Nice
weight.
shot.
You tend to overthrow those
Okay, you got
when you're chasing, and that was a nice hack, controllable weight to get that, and a little bit of a roll even.
It is behind the tee line, so opportunity for Alberta to draw one in there and
Line's good. Line on, Lee. Line's
get
great.
buried.
Okay. Line's good. Very strong. Straight. Hard, straight. I don't think we're bouncing. Hard. Let's take. Okay, whoa. Okay. Sorry, my bad. Good throw. That's fine. Okay. Sorry, bad. Yeah. Full eight's good spot too.
Not shot rock, but in a pretty good position, buried pretty much behind that guard.
That was a 14-7.
Definitely overcurled. The skip was yelling hard straight, but the sweepers were a little more hesitant to sweep that. So, and then we got a bit of an overcurl. Good opportunity for Manitoba to get one in their top four now.
Take a look. Weight's really good. We're all there. Whoa. We should be all there. Okay. Whoa. I think we should let sit. I don't think we
Lots of finish at the end coming into the house.
Boy, Nick. Really good. What was it?
Nice shot. Small bump that kind of probably bumped that red rock more out into the open for them if they need to be able to play on it later, and theirs are pretty buried behind that guard. So looks like they're going to play the run back here, try and make some noise on those yellows in the forefoot.
Yeah, it's a good call. It's only the second end. You don't want to still get used to the ice, and it's a good call just to run this.
Yes, hard. Really hard. Yes. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Curl. Okay, that works.
Well, that really worked. A little bit of a miss,
Yeah, got
but
rid
it was
of-
plan B.
Yeah,
Rolled to a
and
corner.
rolled for a corner guard.
Yeah,
So
and
pretty
got
good.
rid of one of the yellows.
Outcome was all right. That's what he said. We had a 14-5 on your first one there. So
Manitoba's going to try and guard this up, and they have to, make sure they put a good guard on this one now that the corner guard is in play. If they aren't able to guard this good, you can leave a hit and roll or for Alberta.
Okay, well then, line's good. Really tight. Might be in the 12-foot. No, we're short. Time says you're good. We're short. Curl. Whoa. Shot, Nick. I'm on. Good.
It's a really nice guard by the
Same shot.
Manitoba.
You got it. Yeah.
Manitoba lead.
Yeah, it's pretty perfectly buried and looks far enough out of the house that you can't, roll in off of it, I don't think. So Just gonna try and make this run back.
Yep, hard. Gotta go, hard. Oh, other way. Good.
Nice shot.
Another nice run back.
Seen this path a bunch and draw the button.
Manitoba third. Timothy, he's going to try and draw around that guard and get one buried here. You know, be top 4 would be really good.
Yeah, Manitoba's played a lot of draws here, so it's good. They're definitely finding their draw weight and feel here. Whereas Alberta's
Just
definitely
see this
chasing.
curling.
Yep, hard guys. Full 8. Hard, fighting 4. No. Good shot.
Very nice.
They're making everything perfect.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see whatever you think is good. You always put it back where you think? That's, yeah.
Got a little touch on the front stone here, so they're just replacing
Yeah.
the guard where they thought it was.
Bill. All right, you got this. Jackson.
Another intern run back coming up here. This time it's their own color coming back, so they'll be trying to just stick this one. Or I guess he's starting to upturn.
Roll it. Right over.
Very close, but misses the run back.
Yeah.
Another chance for Manitoba.
You know, sometimes, like, if they're throwing their own color back, you might like to see, like, would you like to see them throw a little less weight, maybe?
Yeah.
Since it's their own color, to try and stick it in the house. I don't know. Maybe you'd be able to control it a little better.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of weight.
Halfway. Sit down, Bruce.
Definitely finding the peels are running a bit straighter on the arena ice. Out here, you don't need much ice with peel weight.
Just in front of the Reds. It's fine.
And Manitoba with another good guard.
Yeah, even took the other turn this time. They're just like making them either turn, getting it right there on the center line.
Giving them really good chance to get that draw weight again.
Okay, let's make it. All right. Yeah, you got this.
Another run back attempt here.
Safe. Roll it.
Oh, just
In
catches
contact
enough
there.
of it.
Yeah, good shot.
Good see, man.
Really
Wasn't
good.
gonna miss it twice.
That's about as good as you could have made it.
Learned from his first. That's always a good thing.
Yes.
Because he can sink the draw if we go. He can play the runner if he makes it. It's probably 2, but that's fine.
2's okay. The top 8's really good here.
Yeah.
Good chance here for the skip to get a good draw in. You know, they hit the first end. Always feels good when you're able to throw a less pressure draw as your first one of the game.
Definitely. Always nice to keep things simple for the skip, the first couple ends.
Yeah, get a good feel, get some confidence going.
I got close. There. Line if you can.
Line only!
Room.
T-line!
Room. Light's good.
Top 4!
Room.
Top 4! All there!
Light's good.
Top 4!
Stay close.
Top 4!
Still room.
Top 4.
Water.
Some really great communication from the sweepers to the person in the house about the weights and the line. Great to see from these young juniors.
It's a great draw. Fully
Really
buried,
great.
and it's above the T line. So now Alberta's forced
And
to
it's
run
even
it.
almost over buried, so where it makes the run back a little bit tricky.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like 8-5, hey? Yeah, you got this.
And you're right, communication is so important, Christina, for these young teams. I mean, even our ladies teams still have to work on communication and, you know, and saying the right things and being specific with weight calls. And if your team can do that, you're going to make a lot of shots.
yeah, the more information you can share with everyone, the better everyone can be. And being specific, like you said, like not just saying it's there or it's heavy. Wow, what a run back. Stuck it right on the nose. Pistol shot there.
Alberta is now set up for a deuce here, so pressure's on Manitoba to make this draw. He just threw it though, so if he can bury it around the red top 8, it'll be hard for Alberta to get out.
Yeah, okay. Right here? Yeah, we can be full back 4. Okay. I like us to play that double draw for one.
It's essentially the same shot for him, just he wants to just a little bit more weight.
It's close. Mine's a lot better. Real. We're team. We're real close. Maybe a bit light. Should run a bit quicker here. Weight's good.
A little bit more room on this draw, but it will finish hard hogline in.
Back 8. Curl. Back 4. Back 8. Go ahead, Nick. Back 4. Back 8.
Gotta stay sharp, but go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sweeping to get some finish out of this rock, try and get it buried.
Really good.
Yeah, that is fully buried.
Looks like a great shot.
I think Alberta might be able to tap that with all the curl.
Just that, like the rocks are lively. Yeah, I think it still might be a hair fresh. Like, yeah, I've seen it like here. Like closer hack, I think it's coming down. Like I'll throw like.
Yeah, just needs to tap it back just a couple, like 2 feet to get 2 points, and air on getting your 1. Really just don't want to overthrow this, then you might not get that curl to get to the yellow.
I think you can definitely get to there. Okay? We could go 100%. I'll just carve it at the end. Yes, carve it out. Okay, you got this.
So Peter Klushak with his last rock here in the second end, going for the back line tap for 2.
Okay. Oh, back line! Back line! Yep! Yep! Back line! Hard! Hard! Back line!
Hard on the curl. Looks really good. What a shot. Will it stop?
What a great shot.
Nice.
Great backline
Really
weight,
well done.
perfectly executed. That was a lot harder than he made it look.
It was very hard. Very well done. 2 great shots from the skip of Alberta that end to set up that deuce.
When I think New Holland, the first word that would come to my mind, I would think success. I think without it, for me, the success isn't there.
Whenever you deal with somebody so long and they take care of you, you remember that.
New Holland builds products that will continue to evolve and make the farmer more efficient, that can produce food for the world.
Today we learned to put one foot in front of the other. That with a little hard work, great things will happen. We can go for gold, but what matters most is having fun. We learn from some of the best, improving our skills, building confidence, and making friends that feel like family. We are proud to be the future of curling.
2-0 our score in our feature match here at the 2025 New Holland Canadian U-20 Curling Championships, live from Canada's Atlantic Coast, Summerside, Prince Edward Island, to be exact. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to our feature broadcast here in the contest between Manitoba #1 and Alberta #2. And two very special guests in the broadcast booth, Nova Scotia's Christina Black and the Northwest Territories' Carrie Galusha. You ladies are crushing it right now. Take it away. It's all you.
Thanks, Andrew. You're just joining us. Alberta made two great shots. The skip made a skipper's deuce, and they're up 2-0 now going into the third end. And so now we see Manitoba put up a corner guard to try. They're going to try to generate a deuce as well this end.
Yeah, I love to see it. They're throwing the corner right up there. Not waiting.
Okay, just wait. Yours, you're on. Okay.
You know, last end they had a chance to throw a lot of draws and a lot of good shots by Manitoba. So I think they're probably feeling pretty comfortable about their draw weight.
Definitely. I mean, Alberta was chasing Manitoba all end. So the skip just made some beauties, the Alberta skip, and that's what happens sometimes.
That's why they pay us the big bucks, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Line's good. Can't really go. It should be close. Line only. You gotta go line. Yes. You have to go line. Hard line. Weight's great. Keep going.
So Luke Robbins, Manitoba lead with his second shot. He's just going to wreck on this center guard. It wasn't touching the center line, so it's okay that he did chip it. It doesn't have to go back.
Yeah, he looked just a little tight out of his hand.
Let's make this 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just at the front.
Yep.
Gonna have some rocks in play again this end, it looks like. Alberta, they still have to keep making good shots, and or they'll let Manitoba crawl back in. So both teams need to just keep their focus, and for Manitoba, forget about that last shot. It breaks my heart to see that happen, because you just know how tough it is, and it's so easy to do, to just throw a little bit harder than you wanted. And for Alberta, they need to just think, okay, let's just keep going, keep the pressure on.
Yeah, and I've watched a few draws now, and from what I'm seeing, if the skips this week or so far this weekend, if they're missing, it's usually heavy. It's hack line, hack weight, so it's just really easy to do on arena ice. It's harder than it looks.
It'll be quick.
Yeah, it's hard to describe until you play on it, that it's just feels different to slide on, right? It's like the hog line comes up a lot faster. You're just
I got a little light. I got a little soft. Hair tight.
And a lot of these junior teams here wouldn't have played on arena ice this year at all. Some of them would have, but a lot of them wouldn't have. So it's a big adjustment.
Got a curl. Got a curl. Copy. 15. Copy. Yeah, hard.
Manitoba's going to go all out here. They're down 5, so they put up 2 corners, and a nice draw come around there by Manitoba.
He said just the straight peel.
Yeah, I like
Alberta's going to keep it simple and just start peeling, hitting everything they can.
Yeah, and it's Manitoba doesn't need to get all the points back at once. Just set up a 2 and start crawling your way back.
Yeah, and that's really important to remember when you're down 5 points, 4 points. A lot of teams think they need to get 3, or you just really need a deuce to get back into it.
So they'll come around their other corner guard.
15.
I got more.
A little more. Close line. Might have to go line if you can. Really good. Heavy. Line's fine. Back eight. Back eight. Whoa, that line's good. Back eight. Running like you're heavy. Back eight. Back eight at least.
Gotta slow down.
Oh, we might have another heavy one to the side here.
14-1.
See if it digs at the back of the house.
Looks like it's trying to slow down.
Definitely curling and digging, and it did. Really curled hard coming into the house.
Wow, yeah, it was going more sideways than it was forward there the last few feet.
Yeah.
Control. Okay, you got this. Take your time here.
Yeah, Alberta's gonna hit the open one, and lie 3 is their plan.
Clean.
Yeah, and you know, we might see Manitoba go around that corner again, or they might have to, they're gonna have to deal with those middle red ones eventually.
Curl.
It is third rock, so we might see them make a play on it now, play on them now.
Good line call.
Draw once more behind.
Yeah.
I like this. That double should be auto.
Make a good one, and then Alberta might have to peel the guard and then make a double in the middle.
And it was important for Alberta to stick that last open hit because now their third shot over that yellow on the side.
It's close.
Yeah, it could make the difference on that other yellow one not ever being able to come into the scoreboard.
Exactly. Manitoba's going to want to try to bring that back 12 one into play, but we're going to have to get rid of the 3 reds for that to happen. This one looks really nice coming into the house. Fully buried.
Very nice draw.
House. Very nice.
Can't make that one any better than that, I don't think.
You got this. Take your time.
Oh, that's perfect. Of course, hitting time for Alberta again.
You know, this is a little dangerous. You never want to hit this on the high side and send it into the middle. But he was smart enough to not do that, so that's fine to just peel the guard.
He probably had your voice in the back of his mind.
Yeah, do not hit this on the high
Don't
side.
miss this high side. So now Manitoba's going to have to deal with these 3 reds now.
Yeah, I think we got to move it if we're playing on that.
Like you throw like back 8, back 12 at it, just happens.
The Manitoba coach coming out to talk about this.
Okay, they're using their coach interaction.
So teams have 2 coach interactions for the first 5 ends, and then they have 2 for the last 5 ends. So the coach can come out and give their thoughts.
Third, fourth, and fifth, right?
And this is a good time to talk to the team. They haven't used a timeout yet, and they've got 2 for this half, so nice to talk about it and make sure the boys are on the right path here.
Yeah, and I think this is a really key shot, you know, a turning point in the end for them to make that move to try and eliminate some of these reds, be able to get their yellow ones on the scoreboard.
Pretty close, maybe a hairline. Gotta go. Gotta go. Clean. Yep. Clean. Curl a bit. Curl. Good.
Really nice sweeping.
We try TS or a triple.
So there is a double over there on the yellows on the right-hand side of the sheet as we're looking at it right now, and roll over towards the other one. I mean, could be potentially a triple.
Close to a triple for sure.
Yeah.
A triple. Peel. Okay, I like it. Triple? That's not what we're playing. Yeah, triple. Okay, you got it.
He is, though, to try to make that double on the right-hand side here. You don't need to make the triple, but you want these 2 yellow rocks to go away on the right.
Close, yep. Whoa, whoa! No! Curl!
And there's the
Oh,
triple.
what a shot. Got the little help off the red to
Yeah, beauty shot.
get it back up.
Stampeder is on tonight, bro.
A little bit of a little basket there, you know, a chance to still get it 2 for Manitoba if they can make a good freeze into these little pockets.
I like here. Okay. It's just something we know a bit better too.
But a shot like that really takes the momentum that Manitoba was getting there out of, kind of squashes it a bit, but still a chance here for them.
That's always tough when you have, you have something going and then just like that, they're all your rocks are gone out of the house. It's like, ugh.
Good spot too.
It's hard. It's hard with playing, like anyone that can throw the big weight. It's your rock placement is so important.
Yeah, you have to be so cognizant of the angles and where you're leaving your rock. And Manitoba's little hit on that one just rolled in like a foot, and then that set up that angle for them to be able to make that triple. And he threw it incredible. Like, what a shot.
Switch. Line's good. Switch. Whoa. Let me go good. Straight. Really hard.
It's really going.
Got to get this one back for.
Okay, whoa.
Really nice, right? It was really nice weight, just over curled.
Yeah, they had the curl sweeper on it most of the way.
Oh, for sure.
That's hard. You never want to carve it too early, but when it's way out there, it's hard not to call the carve. But you just have to know on arena ice, hogline in it, it really curls. It might have been a couple feet lighter too.
I like it a lot.
Like, believe the line will get there as long as your weight is close. Unless you're super heavy, your line should get to where you need it to be.
I know you fuck with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Opportunity to put some more pressure on here if he could just hit and flop over a little bit. But even if he just rolls out, it's only going to be able to be a 1 point for Manitoba.
Whoa. Curl. Hard. That's all right.
Same ice.
So a draw here against 4 for Jace Freeman from Manitoba.
It's the same shot he just threw, so he should be close.
Just kind of lost the line, really.
Yeah, I really.
Similar path.
I thought that spot was running straight.
Has a bit of backing, so.
Bit more.
Yeah, we're like through the rings almost.
How much more?
Okay.
Just through.
A little bit heavier on this rock again.
What do you want? Curl.
To make a decision here on how you want to tackle this to still make sure you score.
Should be okay.
Gonna curl it into the shot rock, and good
Nice
call there
shot.
to get his 1 point. Yeah, good job. Manitoba scores their single, and we're at a 5-1 game.
This is a message from the Payzants, from the Ho family, from Sophie and Philippe, the Kurzaks, the Bushers, and the Flanagans. This is a message from over 1,000 family-owned home hardware stores, serving communities across Canada for over 60 years. Whatever your project is, we're here for you to help you build your dreams and build a brighter future together for the place we all call home. We're proud to be locally owned and genuinely Canadian.
Days Inn makes every winning moment even more epic. Staying nearby gets you close to what matters most, right from let's go to OMG whoa. No matter why you're traveling, we have what you need to make every day even sweeter. Because when you stay closer, like me,
And me.
it makes every day brighter. Seize the days at over 1,500 locations. Days Inn, a trusted brand by Wyndham.
Hello and welcome back to the New Holland Canadian Under-20 Canadian Junior Championships. My name's Christina Black, and I'm so happy to be here commentating with my friend Carrie Galusha. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Christina.
So we have Alberta number 2 is leading over Manitoba number 1, 5-1, and Alberta now has the hammer here in the 5th end.
Christina, you're a natural.
Very good, Christine. I'm so glad you're on here with me. And just so everyone knows, Christina's not actually in the venue. She's at home, warm in her living room.
Manitoba, what's their plan here for this end, Carrie?
Well,
for a steal,
they're down 4 without hammer, so they're definitely looking to put some pressure on this Alberta team and try to, make a few shots and
You're gonna be really close for line here.
putting up double center guards, I believe.
Okay, you're fine. Oh, still over curling center, I think.
Which is what you need to do when you're down 4 and without hammer.
Good. Sit. That's fine. Good.
A steal would be nice, but a force is also not awful, because then you
All right, I like that.
will get hammer back in the 6th end, and you'll have to go pretty hard for a deuce or even 3. But it's not out of reach if you give up a force here, in my mind.
Owens Jackson.
I agree. Yeah, they don't want to give up multiple points.
It'll die.
They just got 1, so you wouldn't want to give up any more than that and have your deficit increase at all from where it was. But they'll be trying to get some pressure on Alberta here this end. They're going to have to ignore some stones and
those were
take a bit more risk.
Those were 2 really nice lead shots there by Alberta. Couldn't have thrown them any better.
Yeah, if you're leading and you're facing double centers and don't want to give up a steal, and your lead can do that, you're in a good situation.
Yeah, Manitoba's going to have to deal with these Red Rocks if they're going to want to set up a good steal here. But a freeze is good, and then eventually, hopefully, you'll be able to tap something back later in the end. But right now, they're just looking for a nice freeze.
Line's good. Line's good.
I think it's a light.
Top 12. Top 8. Not curly. Not curly. Top 12. Switch. Hard then.
Switch. We're a light.
Yeah, they want to get one in there.
Curl.
Freeze on a red.
Line's getting good.
The key thing is really don't be heavy and bounce off. You need to get yourself buried.
And this looks like a beautiful shot by the Manitoba second.
Yeah, really nice shot. Very well swept and managed by the sweepers too.
It's a single.
And now we'll see Alberta peel.
You got it. Yeah.
Yep. Whoa. Clean. Good.
Pretty slight, but
And a nice peel there. Just want the single peel. And Manitoba's going to have to make a choice here. They're going to need to put up another center guard or freeze to their yellow one. And it looks like they're putting up another center.
They try to get this another high center guard, which I think is just one of the hardest shots to throw.
It really is.
Yeah,
You'll often see it being underthrown, which is barely just makes it over hog rock or, you know, a little overthrown. It's really hard to get a high one up there.
Yeah, you miss it short a little bit and it's hogged, and you miss it long a little bit and then it's useless because you leave a double peel. So it's such a difficult shot.
Hard, you gotta go. Hard, you gotta go.
They're going hard on this to get it over.
Beeper's going really hard.
It's okay though. Oh.
A little bit more and just gets over. What good sweeping.
Really good sweeping. It's a really, really nice card.
They're laughing.
And they, yeah.
No, that was very close.
You can definitely thank the sweepers for that. Where would we be without sweepers, Christina?
Oh, nowhere.
They make a lot of shots for us, hey?
So many, thankfully. I just try to be close, you know, I just let it go be close and then they do the rest.
I've been saying that to my daughter's team for their first couple games. You just want to try to throw it close to the broom. You're not going to hit the broom every single time. And just try to throw it close to the right weight and you'll always be close. If you do
the
those
broom
two
is
things.
just a guide.
Exactly.
I always tell people or tell like kids,
I don't mind the hack.
they might not even have the broom in the right place, so it's okay if you don't necessarily hit it.
That is a good point.
Everyone's just guessing out there.
Yeah, it is really hard to get to that broom every single time.
Yeah, it's just a guide. Be close.
I think
like you said, be close on your weight, be close on the broom, and you'll get a lot of good.
Yeah.
Back 12.
Changing gears here, not going to try that high guard again, going to wrap around everything.
Back 8. Weight's good.
And this is a good call. You get one back there, and then Alberta's still going to continue to hit the front. It's like they're tapping the front.
Really good. Hey, good shot. Really good.
Nice angles set up on those yellows. Pretty tough to remove them both. It's always going to jam.
You're just going into it over top. I don't really, like that's okay, but take your time. 3/4.
Gonna run this yellow one into the top yellow and try and you can get pretty much all of them moving here, but threw this very hard. Goes by everything. Hits the one in the back.
Yeah.
He flashed it.
I think he was trying to just throw that one a little bit harder than.
He just looked like he wanted to add and just outed it a bit. And as I said earlier, on arena ice, you up your weight with the peel. It doesn't move much.
Right. Like he might have felt he was sliding a little tight and had to get it back to the broom, and then it's just going to track backwards when you do that on arena ice.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look like Jackson's normal throw.
Yeah, I like this.
Jackson also, he has a lot of national experience. I've seen him around at a few juniors now, and curling out of Alberta. Alberta is so tough to get out of, so good for the teams that are here from Alberta. I have my niece Ava and Lila, who I know are watching right now. They're really good curlers. But they have the misfortune of having to curl out of Alberta, so it's hard for them to get to a junior national. But I keep telling them, you just keep plugging away, and your time will come.
Exactly. Nice hit and roll. Oh, but I don't know. I think the way it bounced up there, you probably get all three gone
Definitely
here.
a triple set up there.
Bit unlucky with that roll.
Very unlucky.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Hard on this one.
Hard, Peter.
Very nice shot. Good redemption shot there from Jackson Hebert. Took a mistake on his first, and then no big deal. I just set myself up to make a great show on my second one instead.
It's always nice when you miss your first to make your second.
It's okay, it works out.
And it shows a lot of just how good he is and so young to be able to do that. Sometimes, you know, if you don't get down on yourself, you missed a shot, and he was able to bounce back and throw his next one really well and make a triple.
Chance for Manitoba here to come down and just tap this rock. The Alberta rock, back house, and try to maybe get a little roll under their yellow center guard. Still a good chance to put some pressure on the Alberta skip if he can make the Manitoba skip can make this shot. Another sweeping error there on the carve, and it's really tough. It's just, they're just not catching the break after the hog line and how much it curls.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
You are trying, they needed to get by very close to the guard in order to make that roll under, and but you have to make sure you're by first.
Yeah.
What are you thinking for time?
It's unfortunate.
15-5, we're just top 8.
And that's how you learn, though. They most likely will not do that again.
Yeah, they'll learn about the late finish and how much it finishes hogline in, and know that they can't go carving them there too early.
Wait's all there! I'll you're all there. 8. Line's fine. No, 7. Line's good. 7. Just you. Line's good. Just let it sit. Line's good. 7.
So there, this red rock is out there a bit, but hogline in, it's really moving in.
And the weight's coming down. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Really nice tap.
Manitoba's in a little bit of trouble here. And the coach.
Yeah, it's not looking like a steal anymore.
No.
You hit and roll. You hit like you're making the double.
It's like how now do you just force? You really don't want to give up a multiple here.
New Holland signal. You make this double and the yellow one rolls in behind where your shooter rolls. Just hitting it an inch, couple inches high, right? Just a hit and roll. Just boom, boom.
Just try the same thing. I hope he misses.
I mean, he's just got to hit full 8 to make that.
Well, it's going to be more than full 8. You could over curl.
Well, you'll be laying 1.
If I nose it, it's
okay, but you'll be laying 1 if you make the double.
Yeah, they're trying to decide what their best option is to try and enforce.
Yeah, just high.
Anything high.
Try it. I mean,
just have to think about how you can make the hardest shot for Alberta. But looks like they're going to play the run.
Yeah, the coach is definitely wanting them to play the run.
Whatever. Pretty.
I'm not sure they were convinced by that at first, but yeah. Looks like that's what they're going to play.
I think they're just a little concerned on giving up multiples if they don't make this perfect. But at this point in the game, they probably need to take a little bit of risk here because it's not set up good for them to avoid giving up a multiple with any shot, really, unless they make something really good perfect. And this is probably the only one where they could make the run double and stay buried. Big shot here. It's going to over curl. Does remove 1 red, but it will be an open draw for 3.
Sure. It's the same pattern through that one end, just outside edge of the 8.
And again, definitely Manitoba had their chances in this end. And
where would that have been if it didn't touch that?
One shot turns the whole end around.
You got it. Yeah. That one would have been like back air.
Yeah, again, it was just ending up the rock placement, just leaving a triple again. So, I mean, if the other team's making triples, like sometimes there's nothing you can do if they're going to keep making triples on you. But it is too bad for them. They just had another rock just end up in the worst place for them. It's a big opportunity here. Just needs to hit the house for 3.
Oh, it's a little big. Can I use backing? Knife.
We're good. Hard.
Curl.
Need to try and get this rock over to run into those reds in the 4-foot.
It's moving pretty good.
Should be okay.
Yeah.
Come on, sit down.
Well, it sits. Oh, just hung on for 3.
Just hangs on for 3
Very
and an
close.
8-1 lead. And we are going into the 5th end break, so we'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. Get a drink, some chips, and come back.
When I think New Holland, the first word that would come to my mind, I would think success. I think without it, for me, the success isn't there.
Whenever you deal with somebody so long and they take care of you, you remember that.
New Holland builds products that will continue to evolve and make the farmer more efficient, that can produce food for the world.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
This is a message from the Peasants, from the Ho family, from Sophie and Philippe, the Kurzaks, the Bushers, and the Flanagans. This is a message from over 1,000 family-owned home hardware stores, serving communities across Canada for over 60 years. Whatever your project is, we're here for you to help you build your dreams and build a brighter future together for the place we all call home. We're proud to be locally owned and genuinely Canadian.
Today we learned to put one foot in front of the other. That with a little hard work, great things will happen. We can go for gold, but what matters most is having fun. We learn from some of the best, improving our skills, building confidence, and making friends that feel like family. We are proud to be the future of curling.
Hey, Canada, come on in to Montana's. When it's game night, there's no better place to cheer on the pros or celebrate your own wins or forget your sporting woes. Because when you're craving in-house smoked, fall-off-the-bone ribs, head to Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
Days Inn makes every winning moment even more epic. Staying nearby gets you close to what matters most, right from let's go to OMG whoa. No matter why you're traveling, we have what you need to make every day even sweeter. Because when you stay closer, like me,
And me.
it makes every day brighter. Seize the days at over 1,500 locations. Days Inn, a trusted brand by Wyndham.
Hello and welcome back to the New Holland Canadian Under-20 Junior Championships. My name's Christina Black and I'm here with Carrie Galusha, and we're here in the end. 6 is just beginning between Alberta and Manitoba, with Alberta with a big 8-1 lead after 3-ender in the 5th end. What do you think, Carrie, the Manitoba coach could have told his team to give them a little momentum swing here going into the second half?
Yeah, I mean, being down 8-1 is tough. It's, you know, it's the 6th end going into the second half. I would have told them, if I was coaching, you know, just go for your deuce. If you're lucky, you might get a 3, and you just set some corner guards up and just see what you can do and just try to finish the last few ends off strong. And we see a corner guard coming into the house, and it's the dreaded 5th end mop, I'm sure, was part of the problem here. We all know that at the 5th end they mop, and come the 6th end, the ice is always a little quicker. Hey, Christina?
Yeah, that's one of those lessons you learn when you're like us, and I've learned it a lot of times, right?
Yes. I've talked about it with my daughter's team this week, because yesterday our lead, Bryn, went in the house twice in the 6th end, and I said, okay, whose job is it going to be to talk at the 5th end about the 6th end being a bit quicker? and
yes, and it is. You have to say it. Someone needs to say it.
It has to be someone's job. So that's unfortunate that the Manitoba, you know, now they're going to only be down to 1 guard here. So it's going to be an uphill battle this end.
Well, they're still in good spirits out there, which is nice.
Yeah, laughing and smiling is always good, especially when you're down 8-1.
Good. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Exactly.
So he redeemed himself and got this corner guard up. Yeah, it's hard to believe, but that 6th end, they do mop the ice, and it will make the ice like a second faster just to start.
Just gonna say that. That's what I told my girls. It's a sometimes it can be a second, which is really hard to believe, but it happens.
Alberta wants no rocks in play, so they're gonna even peel out their own rock that they threw into the back 12 there.
Manitoba will put up another corner, but Alberta will continue just to hit everything. You're really hoping for a miss, but it's from Alberta, but Alberta is playing really well this game, so we'll see if they can keep the momentum going into the second half.
Line's good.
Yeah, and for Alberta, they do have a big lead, but it's important to make sure they maintain their focus so that they, you know, don't have an easy mistake. Just from, you know, sometimes you're looking at the end of the game a little early when you have a big lead, so you got to keep your focus and every shot right until the end.
Exactly.
We do have there are 7 other games going on right now, so you can check out the scores on curling.ca/scoreboard to find out all of those matchups, and they're all in the men's draw here tonight.
Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Yeah, I'm at the arena on site, and the other 3 games are really close.
And you can check out static cameras for 2 of the other sheets, I believe, B and D. You just won't get to listen to us. So.
Correct, yeah.
But if you want to watch some of the other games, you can tune in.
Yeah,
I mean, when I'm really watching, nice. I usually have them all going at once. So hopefully people are also doing that.
You need a few devices: your phone, iPad, computer.
Exactly. TV.
It's really nice that they have 3 games at the arena streamed. People really want to watch curling online, and I know if parents and fans can't watch a certain team play, it's like my mother. If she can't watch myself or my brother's curl, she's just like, oh, it's just, you know, it's this day and age, it's the streaming is really great.
Yeah, and we're there's so much available now. You're spoiled. You know, you don't just want to follow the line score anymore. You want to be able to see what's happening.
Exactly.
Good line calls. Thanks, Mercy.
You know, this is still very early in the event. This is game number 2 for Manitoba and game number 3 for Alberta. So both teams will still have lots of event left here, no matter what the outcome is of this game, to, you know, set themselves up to make the playoffs. And so even if they go on to lose this game, Manitoba would only have 1 loss. That would be their only loss. So, and Alberta is currently at 1-1.
16-5.
Yeah, it's only the second day of competition. The junior girls played a 9 p.m. game last night, which was very late.
That is very late.
Yeah, like some of the games weren't over till midnight, I think. So, and then there was 3 draws today, I believe. Pretty simple game here for Alberta. Manitoba. Manitoba just really needs to get a nice rock buried around their corner guard, and Alberta's just going to continue to hit everything they can.
Yeah, not much thinking required in terms of strategy for either team right now. One team's looking to just see how they can set up for a multiple score, and the other team's just going to eliminate enemy rocks. It's Manitoba third's last rock, so time to try and come around this corner guard.
Really nice sweep by the front end there, holding that. It's perfectly buried, so we're going to see Alberta just peel the guard.
Yeah, for Alberta, they'd be perfectly happy giving up a deuce.
Just peel. Hey, nice.
So just to peel the guard is fine.
Exactly. A deuce is okay, a 3 is not.
Don't want to risk the run back. Yep.
You definitely want to keep them at a deuce if possible. Keep Manitoba at a deuce.
Yeah, so just peel the guard. No need to have to try the run back, because you risk just missing it and still leaving a guard.
Exactly.
So smart play from the Alberta skip. Yeah. So now Manitoba, where are they going to go with this one?
I believe they're going to split the house here. Try to sit 2, and if they can get them even, there's no double. And that sets up your deuce.
To try and get this one at about the same depth as that other yellow. Because if there is a double, the way that the Alberta skip is playing, he would probably make it.
Yes. This is where rock placement really comes into play. And it's really important for the sweepers to place this in the right spot.
Just top 4.
Yeah, I don't think we're there. I think we're there.
Not curling yet.
Room pick.
Not curling. Just top 4.
Top 4.
Sweepers are on and off it the whole way. It's looking really nice. That is the perfect draw. There is no double there.
Yeah, it looks even. Very, very nice. Well done by the whole team with the communication on that one, letting the sweepers know how the line was running so they could determine, you know, if it was going to slow down, or maybe if it was maybe a little bit heavy if it wasn't curling. So really good communication on that.
Exactly. The sweepers and the third in the house spoke the whole time, communicated that shot the whole way down the sheet, and that's what you want to see.
And even though they have, you know, they're in a big deficit, it's so nice to see them still working hard, communicating, learning from every shot, because this is just their second game. They are going to have more games, and every shot they have out here is just a learning for their next game tomorrow.
Exactly.
opportunity now to get their 2 and close the gap a little bit.
On the upside of anything.
Yeah, always
So
nice
important
to have
here
a
to
simple
make
shot.
this hit and stay.
Yeah, always nice to have a simple shot for your juice here. And an open hit is a simple shot. You just got to throw the right way and get close to the broom.
Sometimes they're terrifying.
Yeah, sometimes the easiest shots are the hardest. We all know that.
It looks like he threw this really well,
Nice.
right on the nose for his 2 points, and it's an 8-3 lead for Alberta, and they'll have hammer in the next end.
Hey, Canada, come on in to Montana's. When it's game night, there's no better place to cheer on the pros or celebrate your own wins or forget your sporting woes. Because when you're craving in-house smoked, fall-off-the-bone ribs, head to Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
Today we learned to put one foot in front of the other. That with a little hard work, great things will happen. We can go for gold, but what matters most is having fun. We learn from some of the best, improving our skills, building confidence, and making friends that feel like family. We are proud to be the future of curling.
Of our draw here between Manitoba #1 and Alberta #2 at the New Holland Canadian Junior Championships. I'm Christina Black, and I am joined by Carrie Galusha. And we have Alberta with the hammer and an 8-3 lead. So I think, Carrie,
well, we're way out there, but I mean,
Manitoba, are they running out of time now? It's going to be all in for a steal.
Yeah, they have to go all out now for steal. They're down a lot here, and yeah, definitely not many more ends to go. And I'm not actually sure what happened to that first yellow rock. But it's at the backboard, so I'm not sure if it was hot.
It must
or
have
was
went in
thrown
the
through.
rings.
Oh, right. So it went in the rings, and then Alberta hit it. So.
Maybe.
So now you're dealing only with, you're only going to have one center guard here. So Manitoba's definitely in tough to steal here.
Not 10, just like 9.
I think we're there.
9.
This rock, though, is going to go behind the tee line, so
I wonder what your split was on that real high one.
could help
Manitoba.
Manitoba.
There.
20,
Yeah.
20
So now if Manitoba can get up a high center guard, it's going to be a really hard double peel for Alberta.
Kicking out really big, and I kind of just softened it. All right, so you did good to get it.
So, Carrie, you're there in Summerside, PEI, and are you going to enjoy any lobster or seafood while you're there?
Well, I haven't yet, but yes, eventually at some point I will. We had the 9 p.m. game last night, and then the girls are over at their parents' Airbnb for dinner, and I'm doing this, so never really had chance for lobster yet, but definitely it's going to happen.
Okay.
Definitely excited for lobster.
We have some great East Coast maritime hospitality there in PEI.
Yes, everyone's
I'm sure someone will
so
get
nice.
you some lobster.
Oh yeah, definitely. Everyone is definitely like so nice here too.
Line's really good.
It's been great.
Here, guys.
I'm not sure what the coach came out, Manitoba coach came out and looked like the skip was going to call a high guard, but the coach wanted them to come around. Top 4, top button.
You know, sometimes he might have felt that that guard, it would be hard to separate the guards really well, and maybe he thought we should just get one in there and then guard it out for the end.
Yeah.
Worried that they could set up a double peel and then they're not going to have anything where their first rock ended up into the house.
He didn't even watch that one.
Definitely. So yeah, they went top button, which is, you know, nice draw, and then yeah, Manitoba's going to have to try to guard this rock and hope for.
Yeah, guard for their lives.
Oh, yeah, guard for their lives and hope for a miss from Alberta at some point. Alberta's just playing so well, though. They haven't gotten many misses out of them this game.
Easy. Yeah. Line's good. No. I got there.
No, I think back in the was it the third end or second end, the Alberta skip made those 2 incredible shots to score 2, and that really just changed the momentum of the game and changed the confidence Alberta had out there, and they haven't looked back since that moment.
All right.
Yeah, that really was amazing shots by the Alberta skip, and you're right, it definitely changed momentum. Curling's funny like that. It really, I mean, any sport, it's all about momentum.
Yep. Big roll. Okay, good.
Nice peel. And we'll see another guard called here from Manitoba.
Do you have any more events this year, Christina, or are you done curling for the year?
Oh, you know, this weekend I'm curling in the Sydney end of year mixed spiel. It's just for fun, you know, but I love to play in that every year. It's fun for me to come home and have a good time and curl with my friends, and so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, how about you?
We are done. Yellowknife, our ice will be out this week. We had one last week, a league this week, and yeah, so my season's over. And I have a couple charity spiels I'm planning on going to, but that's about it. That's in April and May, and those are just fun as well. It's always nice to end the season with something fun after such a hard grind of a year.
Agreed. You just go and get to curl and have a good time, and just it's why the sport is so great. You know, you can just have a nice social game or have a super competitive game too, and no matter what, it's super fun. So, I also am signed up, I forgot, for the Ice Makers Revenge at the Halifax Curling Club. Have you ever heard of that?
Wow, no, that's an interesting name. Do you ruin the ice or something?
Yeah, well, our ice maker, Adam McKirahan at the Halifax Curling Club, great ice maker, and yeah, this is his revenge on all of us who, all the members. He makes all of the sheets crazy and different.
Oh.
And it's the end of the year, so the ice doesn't need to be used after that, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to playing in that event.
That would definitely be interesting.
Clean. Good.
Yeah, that's just
so it's more of a miracle if you make a shot.
Oh yeah,
not,
for sure. It's fun though. And we're just seeing the same thing here. Manitoba throws up a guard and Alberta peels it.
So we're into skip rocks here, so going to have to place a guard. Then do you think he'll guard again, or what will Manitoba do with their last one?
I don't know. I think they'll have to guard because, I mean, if you try to sit 2, it's pretty easy double, and
Yeah, and Alberta's been so good at the upweight hits.
Yeah, I think you just have to keep trying to guard this rock.
Yeah, there's probably only ever a steal of one.
Yeah,
in the cards for this, so just have to guard. They have placed some really great guards this end, so just need to have another one here.
Yeah, Manitoba's been doing a great job. It's really hard to place a perfect guard. Sometimes they undercurl or overcurl depending on the weight that's thrown, and they've done a really good job this whole end. And there's another really good guard placed perfectly. And Alberta's not even going to try to chase. They're just going to keep healing. They don't need to take any chances here.
All right, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, on ice that curls a lot, guards are so tough because if your is quite, you put the broom down for, you might won't get where it needs to be.
Peel. Clean. Clean. Just clean. Shot.
So nice peel here from Peter, skip of Team Alberta.
Tease them into playing it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking. Manitoba third said, let's tease them into playing this. So they want a tight guard. And maybe the Alberta skip will try to chase it and might tick off their tight guard. This one's got to be perfect though. The ice curls so hard, hog line in, so it's got to be perfect. Otherwise, Alberta, Peter will be able to tap it back for three. So you do want this guard a little tighter.
Yeah, this one's very important to make sure you are right on the perfect X marks the spot for this guard.
Similar. Line's a bit tighter if you can. Bit wider. Good.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Pretty high.
Tight.
You really got to wait.
Straight.
It's there.
Yeah, just a little light, I think. It just didn't quite get to the right line they wanted.
12-5, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit too high of a guard. There's opportunity here now to throw back line, the hack weight, and chase this yellow one for three.
Throughout my curling career, I find skips, it's the hardest for skips to place that guard perfectly. Skips, you really don't practice guards a lot, and often you don't, like this was just a little light, so they didn't quite get the correct line. It's just really, it's really tough.
Hard, deep Parker. Hard, 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 Parker.
Really going hard on this.
Oh, by the guard, nice sweep. Great shot.
Really nice shot.
For 3 points and an 11-3 lead.
Days In makes every winning moment even more epic. Staying nearby gets you close to what matters most, right from let's go to OMG whoa. No matter why you're traveling, we have what you need to make every day even sweeter. Because when you stay closer, like me,
And me.
it makes every day brighter. Seize the days at over 1,500 locations. Days In, a trusted brand by Wyndham.
When I think New Holland, the first word that would come to my mind, I would think success. I think without it, for me, the success isn't there.
whenever you deal with somebody so long and they take care of you, you remember that.
New Holland builds products that will continue to evolve and make the farmer more efficient, that can produce food for the world.
Welcome back to the 8th end of our feature matchup between Alberta number 2 and Manitoba number 1. Last end, Alberta scored another 3 to take an 11-3 lead. And I'm here with Carrie Galusha. How you doing, Carrie?
Hello. Yes, I'm a little bit chilly being in the arena, but it's been fun doing this with you, Christina. This is the first time I've commentated, so it's great. And you're a pro, so it's been fun doing this.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's been great.
When he chucked it through, they said just giving him a chance.
And so at the U-20s, it's similar to the Brier and Scotties. You have to play 8 ends. A minimum of 8 ends out of 10. So we'll probably see this being the last end here. And the Alberta.
Trying the corner guard tick here.
Oh, yes. And this is the Alberta 5th that just came in. So tough shot for him right out, coming in cold.
A little later. Clean.
See how close he is to this.
Back line. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard.
Always nice to get your 5th player in the game in these situations. You never know when you might need them.
This looks like a beauty tech.
Great shot.
What a shot.
It's amazing.
From Noah coming in here.
Comes in cold and makes a corner guard tick, just like that, easy. So we'll see Manitoba guard that rock now that was just ticked into the house.
Mine's good. Mine's good. Yeah.
Good shot.
Just the logo.
Yeah, you're good.
Good. I was hyped. Not please.
And hopefully Manitoba can end on a positive note and make a few draws and hopefully get their deuce here and end on a positive and going into their day tomorrow.
Give me a little
less. And they've made lots of shots this game. They'll have lots to take out of this game going into their next one.
They really have. They've played great. They just, like we discussed throughout the game, it was just rock placement and Alberta being able to throw that big hit weight really cost them on a few.
Yeah, you're good. Right to it. Thanks.
Alberta is not. It was very impressive. They haven't, given up focus. They haven't let Manitoba really have any hopes of coming back. Anytime they did, they shut them down with a big hit, and it's been fun to watch this Alberta team. Peter's been just calm and cool, just in making shots out there, putting 3 threes on the board.
Yeah.
Always good when you can do that.
Exactly.
It's good.
Always love a good 3-ball.
Yeah, all right, guys. Just over. Even with the yellow. Keep going.
Their next games tomorrow at 2. Alberta will face Newfoundland number 1 and Simon Perry. And Manitoba, they'll be facing the BC number 1 team.
Smoke it? Yeah. I don't think you make the double. No, the double is very thick. Just play the half rock, okay?
Yeah, and it's nice to see, like at the juniors, at U18s and U20s, a lot of the provinces have multiple teams here, so that's why you'll see the Alberta 1, Alberta 2 names. It's based off your rankings from previous years, whether you can have multiple teams here, and automatically the host province will get 2 teams, so you'll see 2 PEI teams out here automatically.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure how they determined
Yeah,
who got the extra teams.
Yeah, and I think the U18 has a few more extras. And if a territories team or another province or territory doesn't send a team, then another province will get that spot as well. So, for example, here we only have one NWT team, and that's my daughter Sydney's team. So then there's no Yukon or Nunavut teams here. So then other provinces will take up those spots as well, I believe. It was great to see, though, at the U18 Junior Nationals this year, there was great northern representation. There were Nunavut teams and Yukon teams and NWT teams. So it was really good to see. Yes. And, they're not, the representation isn't here because at the U20s it's just a little bit of a higher level than the U18s. And older kids, obviously, so you just won't see the Northern Territories quite here yet.
Yeah, but it's great. They'll get the experience at the U18s and then hopefully continue on to... Yeah.
And this is a pretty simple end again. Manitoba's going to keep throwing up a corner guard to guard their rock in the house, and Alberta will keep healing.
Yeah, and eventually they'll be able to draw in and lie too.
Yeah, curl a bit. Curl.
Are you commenting any other games this week, Christina?
This is your chance at the double.
Not as of yet, so I'll have to see if I can fit any others into my schedule here. It's been fun, but yeah, I'm not sure if I've got any extra time.
Your teammate Jill Brothers is commentating, I see, for a few games. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Jill signed up for a couple, so I'll get to listen to her and see how she does.
Oh, that's a great.
Oh, what a shot!
Double.
But still leaves a guard, so Manitoba can draw around.
Yeah, beauty shot. Even if Manitoba makes this perfect, it's Alberta's rock they're running in. So.
Line's a bit tight. Line's a bit tight.
Still a good chance though for Manitoba to get their dues though.
Yeah, there's so much talent in this young generation. I'm so impressed just watching these juniors. And 2 weeks ago, I helped out at the Rock Fest for the U15s here in Atlantic, and I couldn't get over just the skill level of these kids that were,
I think he has to go in.
as young as 9, and they were just awesome.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yo, you got this. Make the back one go away. We get the guard, we get the guard.
And there's so many opportunities for them through Rockfest and U18 Nationals and then the U20 Nationals. It's pretty great just to be able to grow the sport.
And there's mixed doubles events for juniors now. It's really good to see.
Hard, you got it. Hard, you got it. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome to have those more options. More events for them to play in, get more experience.
Trying to make it grow.
It all just helps.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And it's so fun, and all these events, there's 18, I think. Is there 18 men's and women's teams?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, that's a ton of teams, and you're there, and all of the people you meet and the connections they'll make for their lives, meet friends.
It's great. One thing I've realized as a parent being here, it's all about the jersey trades, Christina.
Oh yeah.
It's the first night at their kids' social, they were all already trying to figure out who they wanted to trade jerseys with. Which is really fun for them, and trying to decide which province or territory they want.
All the way back.
It's really fun.
Yep.
That's so sweet. And see who's got the nicest looking jerseys. Who do you want to trade with?
Exactly. And I mean, there's some juniors out here that they're trying to get every province and territory. They've come so many times that they're picking and choosing.
Oh, I believe it.
They need PI, they need NWT, they need it's pretty funny.
they need, yeah, which one do they need for their collection?
Exactly.
Make the double.
And now that there are multiple teams, you know, you have different designs. There are different colors from, you know, between Alberta #1 and Alberta #2. They probably have different color jackets, and yeah, there's more options for you to try and get to.
The PI2 team out here tonight has, they're in purple. Which is kind of cool. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, earlier the women, and I couldn't quite tell on the feed if it was purple or not. So I thought
it's
it
purple.
might be.
Same line. It doesn't make a difference.
Really close
that
on
was
that
really
cross
close.
host double. That was a very steep double.
Really close. And a good way to end the
Opportunity
game
to draw
for
for
Manitoba.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always nice to
Put
finish.
another deuce on the board.
Yeah. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do when you come up against a hot skip and a hot team. You just try your best, and some, you know, it's hard when you play a hot team.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you can play really well, but the other team doesn't cooperate, and you're still going to lose. So.
Exactly.
But just take the positives into their next game. See what they can learn, and they'll have another opportunity to come out here on this ice tomorrow. And so 2 for Manitoba, and handshakes here between Alberta and Manitoba, with Alberta taking the victory. Thanks so much for commentating with me, Carrie. This was so
thanks,
fun.
Christina, and thanks everybody that tuned in to listen to us. Hopefully we did okay.
Yeah. And enjoy your week in PEI.
Thanks, Christina. Talk to you later.
And hopefully you guys can tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. Atlantic time for the next draw. Thanks so much.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.